Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and look how incredible these Mega CONSTRUX, Mega BLOX, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 2012 series look. These minifigs look outstanding. We're going to take a look at these in this video. Look at those incredible mousers. We're going to start with those Krang bots and droids, and can't wait to take a closer look to all of these. They look outstanding, and look what we found as well. And continuing on our collection, and so guys, before we get started, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these incredible Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 2012 series minifigs from Mega CONSTRUX and Mega BLOX. Give us a big thumbs up. Share this video with anybody you think would enjoy it. And yeah, talk to us in the comments. So guys, what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vincent Gigi?
Vincent Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vincent Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on Super Channel G.
Yeah! God, is this great?
Okay, so the next tray that is in our collection, if I can get it right up here, we've done this amazing shell raiser and turtle mech, and our blacked out turtles right there. That looks cool. We did this tray, we did this tray. Oh, I would love to do this one too. And these, you know, we need some bad guys. So let's start moving over to that side. And I want to take a look at these mousers. And you'll also be excited to hear that, here we go, I found this. And this is from the little, well, the series 2, what do you call this? The insert, of course, from Mega BLOX that shows you how to build the figures. But this is the list of characters to find, and of course common was this purpled out Donnie. We have this Raph with Spike, of course Master Splinter. These mousers, those would be common. There's a rare, and that would be Slash, who we already took a look at. We have an ultra rare, boom, in blacked out Mikey, and he does have that purple right there. I'm sorry, I said purple. That's orange. Sorry, got a little carried away here. And then one secret rare, and this is not so secret. And if you watch this show and you're a fan, you know exactly who this is right away. And if you don't, stay tuned and watch. But oh, and forgive me, we have Mystic Leonardo right here. How did I even miss that? But these two were the rare ones. But this Mystic Donatello. Oh my God, I'm saying everything wrong. This Mystic Leo is outstanding as well. So there were 8 that go here, and technically these 3 equal 1. But I want to do these mousers. So let's take a look at that. Let me set this aside, and let's see. Let's go ahead and do these mousers. Get our turtleneck. Let's get our shell raiser, and let's see if I don't stutter and mess up with everything we've already been there. See? Can't talk. Okay, great. Let's look at these bad boys right here. I'm gonna move this aside. Alright, cool. And I moved the minifigs that we've already done into this cool little container right here. You can see through. Set that aside, and we'll have that ready so that we can set everybody up in just, well, as soon as we're done here, it'd be cool to have everybody out all together. I'm like, oop, put this back in here on accident as I move this over here. And let's look at these mousers. I just already had planned to do that, but here we go. Get a little closer. And, well, here's definitely Mikey's skateboard. We'll pull Mikey out in just a moment so we can look at that. And you know what? Let's just get him right now. Let's get the blacked out one that we just celebrated from Series 2. Check that out. Doesn't that look outstanding? I absolutely think so. Closer. Looks wonderful. And set this right over here. And let's get these mousers. Bring them right over here. And they look incredible. Okay, check this out. So, as I mentioned a moment ago, now that I found this list, these mousers are actually common from Series 2. And I love the way they look, and it tells you how to build them. It's just a handful of pieces. But it's this twice, that twice, that plus that. And it's super simple, but they look, it's so effective what they did to make this look like the mousers from the show. Look. And maybe the top part of the head doesn't stay open like completely like you would want it to, but it does still look great. Look at that. Chomping action. And the legs go all the way around like that. You probably wouldn't want them to, but they still can. And you can position them, look at that, because the joint right there at the ankle. You can position them in a lot of different ways. You can have it back like this, or forward like this. Open the mouth. Look at that. But it means you can also go like this. Have it look like it's walking. And even put the mouth up in the air like that. Man, look how massive that actually looks. Even though that's how big it is, literally compared to my thumbnail. Take a quick picture. Doesn't that look wild? Okay, cool. So, it's this small, and we can still put this right here, right in there so it can stand. And that looks way more dynamic than just having the feet together. Look at that. Open this up just by doing that. I love the way these look. You can take them off of this right here. I'm like, I don't even remember. Did this come with it? It had to have. And that's awesome that you can just place it on here as a stand as one big one. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. I think that looks pretty outstanding. Move Mikey out of the way. Zoom in just a bit. Take a quick picture. There we go. Awesome. Well, that went by a lot quicker than I thought it was gonna. Let's put this back in there. Set Mikey aside over here. Set our mousers aside, and like, what are we gonna look at next? This over here. Let's get some more bad guys going. All right, It's been long enough. Let's look at the Krang bots. They have one that has like a jetpack. They all have really cool weapons. They all have a squishy little guy in the middle. And looks like we even have one. Check that out. It still has his human suit on. Let's do this one, and then we'll probably do these foot soldiers or foot bots, and then the real baddies. Okay, let's move this out of here, and let's take a look at this for our Krang bots right here. So doesn't that look amazing? Yes, it does. I can get a picture again. But those look awesome. Okay, so let's see how many of these look alike first. And are from, what is this, Series 1 perhaps? It's been a little while. Okay, cool. Now, these may be from Series 1. I think Series 1. Don't remember off the top of my head. This one is from the Turtlemech set that we looked at earlier. And this one's super cool. So, let's look at these first. Come on, closer. We have 3 different Krang bots. I'm like, let me put this here. I'm like, is it gonna stay? There we go. Okay, cool. And first one is this. Let's take him off of there. Let's zoom in. So look at this head. It has outstanding articulation. Goes pretty far forward and back for this little minifig. Turns all the way around. It has a great sculpt. Look at that. Everything about this Krang bot is amazing. Push this arm back up. Okay. So unfortunately the arms only go around like this. They don't go out. They don't go around. The wrists don't turn. That's the only part that's unfortunate. Otherwise, it looks amazing. And the legs do the same thing. They only go back and forth, and they only go that far back and forth. So it'd be nice if the knees bent. It'd be nice if the legs went out a little bit. But if you try to push it out, it's exactly what happens. Like when I move it out a little bit, and maybe it'll stay kind of, but it pops right off. Okay, cool. Sorry, I put it down to sneeze for a second. Look at his weapon. Of course, it's this laser gun that also has this saw on the bottom. It's pretty wicked looking. Looks absolutely amazing as far as I'm concerned. Look at that. And just set it right here in his hand. Boom, clicks right in place. Now this comes off. There we go. And we have our little Krang brain little deal right here. Wow, he's got like glitter on him or something. Let's zoom in even tighter. Wow, this is pretty close. I don't remember having a hole all the way up. But nonetheless, it goes right here in his like chest cavity. And there's a little bit, you'll see his little arms. You can kind of make out a little face that just didn't really stay. Pop that bad boy right there. And you close up his little chest cavity right there, just like that. Now that being said, you can actually take him and put him, take him in and out without removing that part by just pinching him and squeezing him. But it's pretty great. And look how big he is compared to the head. How big he is compared to a turtle. Look, here's Mikey. Little squishy brain dudes. And set them right in there. There we go. Now again, because the legs only have that little joint, you can't really like do a whole bunch of crazy stuff with the posing of the legs. You can do some, but it would be kind of like that. And you would need to stand it on here. See? So you could do a little bit. Like he's walking, so on, or the opposite. Have the back one like that. So there's still some you can do, and they still look really cool. Like I'm not gonna I don't want to like say that they're not outstanding, because look at that. Okay, cool. And we have 4 of them. And look, this one, you can see its face better. But he has an arm that's facing another direction. Oh, it got cut off. Look, his little nubby arm. So unfortunately, well, but look at that face that you can definitely see a lot better. His teeth. Ooh, this one looks scary. He's only got 1 arm, and that's from being in a battle. Put him right in here. See the other 2, how those look. Funny how this one doesn't have pink all over the lips as much as this one. Look at that. And look at the eyes. This one has the pink kind of in the center of the eyes, where this one's like over painted. Looks kind of crazy. Look at that. And then this one. Wow! This is probably the best one right here, because look how well you can see it. And look at his arms. They're like really pronounced compared to like this one. This one's nubby and you can't even see his face. This one has 1 arm and the face kind of. This is the best one. Look at those long arms. Let's take him out. I definitely don't want to rip them off. And wow! The whole thing. Look at that. The whole thing just is a better mold. You can even see the lines on the back. Wow, and that hole looks... Home Alone. Wow! What a hole! And here's this one compared to this one. I don't want to rip his little arm off, so be careful. I probably have. Probably what happened to the other one. Look at that. It's a huge difference. This guy had a lot of love, and this one not so much. How his family got eaten by Leatherhead or something. Look at that. Well, by far that's the best one. Let's pop this back in here. And this is the best. Krang brain. Put this over here. Put this right here. We have several. And let's look at this flying Krang droid, and it's so cool because it's got this see-through blue. Look at that. And then that's a great looking Krang brain right there. This just pops on the back. Look at that. Probably can do it to any of them. Yep, look at that. And that looks great too. Wish we had more of these. Probably could make a mold and make more. But this is definitely appears to be the exact same mold. However, blue. See-through blue. Look at that. So this absolutely has to be same mold, but with clear blue plastic. And then this jetpack. That's outstanding. There we go. So all the same articulation and mobility as the other one. And then there's our Krang dude right here. And this comes off as well. But let's see if we can just squeeze him out of there. He wasn't happy that I took him out. And look at that. Super outstanding. Okay, pop him right back here into his chest cavity, or his torso, right here in his stomach, chest area. That looks wonderful. More love went into this one, especially for that mold. The fact that he has jetpack. Same weapon. Well, you know what? We can probably file this down. Like, or just use a little scissor. Cool. We'll finish cutting it off later and file it down. And there we go. Oop, I'm gonna have to lean them forward a little bit so they don't fall over. And here's our last one. And this one definitely is gonna have great articulation because the arms, look, even though he doesn't have an elbow joint, they can go around and they can go out this far up. Plus, the wrist moves on both sides. Look at that. So that's outstanding. Look at his suit. It's ripped open right there. It's revealing the Krang inside his body. His head can move and articulate pretty well. And check this out. His legs have outstanding mobility and articulation. You can actually move the legs in a lot of different ways because of the hip joint. Like we can even twist a little bit here. Got knee joints. Can actually make him with real great articulation. Look at that. And probably again, too bad no elbow joints, but that looks wonderful. Let's turn it there and turn the wrist. Look how crazy that looks compared to the other ones. Whoa, there we go. I was trying to get it to focus, and that looks outstanding. There we go. Okay, cool. That's awesome. So we've done these Krang bots. Awesome. Here we are. These little guys, the mousers. Like, what do we got next? Okay, this will be simple. Foot soldiers and foot bots. This back here. Check that out. So that'll be perfect. Okay. Let's see how many we have here that are essentially the same foot soldier. Oh my gosh, is it basically all of them? Sure looks like it. Okay, is there any difference between this and this? Nope. Is there any difference between this and this? Nope. Or this and this? Nope. Okay. Well, let's take a closer look at one of them. Look at this foot soldier. Oh man, he's got something here on his face. Let's get a different one. One that has a pretty solid paint job, more or less. Okay, this one right here. Okay. Check out this head sculpt. There we go. Moves pretty well. Tilts, pivots, turns. And there's the foot symbol right there on his headband. Look at that. You can turn him at the waist, which is something we couldn't do with our with our Krangbot. The legs have that little ball joint right there at the hip, so that we can move it around and back pretty well. Look at that. Great articulation. We have this knee joint, which is outstanding. Look at that. And then, of course, we can put it right there on a peg. The waist does turn a little bit. And this one actually has some sort of elbow movement, but it's instead of the wrist moving, which, I'm going to be honest, it's a little weird and awkward because whose arm bends and curves up like that? And then when you turn it, it curves and does weird stuff because it's kind of like he's missing some vitamin D. Guess it's better than nothing, but it'd be nice if this was just more straight and then we could just turn the wrist. As far as the shoulders, it goes all the way around, goes out, and is able to articulate pretty well there, other than the shape of this curved forearm. I like his mold right there. He's got like a strong looking chest, got a little bit of baggy pants, and his boots. It's a pretty strong figure. Looks pretty good. Look at that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, which is awesome because we definitely need a little small army. And then there is Katana. Is it the same size on all of them? It sure is. Like, do I have any other weapons that they can use? Get this back open for a sec. Maybe, right? Maybe. Nope. I don't. But, funny news. Guess what? I did have these after all. I can maybe put these in the turtleneck. They were in here with these little accessories. I should have seen that a mile away. But put that back. We'll come back to that. Alright, well, whatever. And set up our foot soldiers. They can stand well, for example. Look at that. There we go. How's this? There we are. Or maybe we want this up here so we can have it like moving back. That looks cool. I have this one standing here. Just looking tough. I don't know how many we can stand without the stand. Or if we can share the little green stand, that would be cool too. There we go, look at that. I actually really like the way those look. Look at that. That's really cool. Okay. And here we go. You're gonna like this. This is actually, I believe, another, what is it? Ultra rare? Secret rare? Well, you can spot this a mile away. So, spoiler alert as far as, which one was it? Was it Series 6? Series 5? It was one of those. I don't think it was 4. And off the top of my head, let's say 6, but I don't remember. Okay, so it's essentially this foot soldier with almost no differences. Almost. When you come back here, it comes with these different weapons, and it comes with these extra arms that you just pop in the back there. So otherwise, this looks like a normal foot soldier. And you could, let's say, just put this in the back of this one, for example. And then what's the difference, right? Voila. Forearm foot soldier. Which was super crazy in the show. When they finally had that But look at this battle axe. Look at this. What will we even call this? It's like a club with all these spikes, almost like a chainsaw. But we have this mace right here. We have a katana. And this one's probably my favorite of all the foot soldiers. Or foot bots. This ultra foot bot. There we go. So it does definitely look like it's the same as the other foot soldiers, but with better accessories and then the extra arms. Let's turn his head this way. Man, this little army looks great. Okay, awesome. Let's move those back and see who we're gonna do next. Let's see. Well, actually, let's literally go like this. This right over here. Okay. And bring our container back. Oh my gosh, I slammed right into. Oh, things are getting crazy. It's getting real here. Okay. And here we go. Now it's time for Shredder and Company. Well, one of them. And this one's gonna be a lot of fun as well. Look at that. So, let's see. Okay. Well, we do have several shredders here. And these would go hand in hand with the clear turtles we have. And because we got 3 of these and they were in the blind bags, I don't remember what series just off the top of my head. You'll notice it is a version of this, just clear plastic. But and we'll get back to this shredder right here because we can swap the heads out. But right here, this one looks really cool. And we got it 3 times, so took off the body armor he has right here on the chest, so it would look a little different, and so his arms can come further up because it does restrict them there. So this is the kind that goes great with, for example, this and this. That'd be cool if there's another color like gray instead of red, because the red does begin to clash a little bit with this Raphael, but nonetheless looks cool. Fix that there. And let's take a much closer look at this shredder. So, wow, you can see his eyes actually, look at that. Depending on the lighting. This head sculpt should be the same as this one also. Look at that. It should be the exact same, but with no paint and clear plastic. So the arms move pretty well. No elbow joints again. They have them really muscular. And then this we pop on. Oh no, pulled the hand out. Okay, so the hand does turn here at the wrist. Look at that. You definitely don't want to break it. Turns at the wrist on both sides, and then we add these blades right here that we can just put. Look at that. And you can still hold a weapon perhaps. His legs do turn right there on the little ball joint. It's great articulation. Now look at his huge boots right here. where he does have little blades right there as well. And he can articulate, his legs can articulate really well. And they're nice and sturdy. We could perhaps stand him without the stand. Look at that. And the head moves and turns pretty well. That if I pop off the helmet, the head, I can push this back off. Or at least I thought we could, unless it's stuck. There we go. This is what this looks like. And then we'd be able to move the arms further up, but that's what we did to the other one. Let's pop the head back on here. And that looks pretty fierce. Look at that. There we go. Closer. And because we have 3, we'll have different poses, and we'll have this one without his armor. And only 1 set of blades showing. So that's cool. Put that there too. So, doesn't that look awesome? Sure does. I'll set these up over here. And here is our other shredder, and this shredder is one from the set that we did. The Shell Razor, I believe. Well, no, the Shell Razor might be that's Super Shredder. I'm starting to get them confused. Maybe this is from the Throne. Man, I'm getting them confused. This, I believe, is from the Throne set. I'll have to check it out, but look at the face. You can swap it out with. It's scarred on this part of his face from the fire that he fought Splinter in before he came to the United States, and they were almost like brothers. But look how great that looks. Looks outstanding. And this is almost the exact same figure, except with different color plastic. You can turn a little bit at the waist. You can move the knees, legs, and hips the same way. I love how it's almost a little metallic for this bronzed, brownish. Look, it's a big hole back there. Is it the same for? It sure is. You could probably put different things there, like perhaps even extra arms for the foot soldier. Maybe not, maybe. You can pop up this head by kind of just rolling it out, putting this on here. Look how awesome that looks. Which would you prefer to have? You can even see his eyes there. It's crazy. Great looking shredder. Again, just roll it back. Pop this on there and it snaps. There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Knocking everybody over. And have his helmet right there. And that looks great. Okay. What else we got in here? Oh man. Let's take a look at this Baxter Stockman. And we have more than one Baxter Stockman. So let me just say, we have them from one from the set where you can mutate, like it's a mutation chamber set, I believe, and then the other one was perhaps from a blind bag. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. But as far as the accessories go, we do have another one of these heads. Like, we don't have a third one dealing. Another one of these heads. Set that right here. And we also have more of the arms. So I can show you that. Okay, cool. So, this Baxter Stockman comes with this like test tube right here, his flask. He looks worried in his face, looks great. Look how his head is able to move and articulate. Like his pink dress-up collared shirt. His wrists move. Again, he doesn't have any elbow joints, which that's unfortunate. We can move at the waist a little bit. That's really cool. We can move the legs up to essentially a 90-degree angle. Look at that. They can move out a little bit and turn because of the ball joint. We have a really good knee joint, which is another 90-degree angle. And so that looks outstanding. Head sculpt looks great. And so this one you can actually replace with, look at that, this head. If you look at this head, it's slightly lighter brown than that one. Look at his hair. So I love that. I think there's even another set of wings somewhere. Where are those? Well, I guess not important right at this very second. And we can actually swap out the arms. Look at that. The sleeves roll up and they end up looking like this, except slightly different color. From the color is like from light poop to redder, darker poop. And this is what makes this figure so cool. We can actually pop the arm out and then just pop it in right there. Look at that. That's all you gotta do. Do that same thing for this. And the sleeves are all rolled up. And that looks awesome. And if you compare it to this one has black pants, has like mutagen spatter or whatever on his chest. And they both have wings. I don't know if it's slightly different color because that one, I have to look for that too. But this is the difference between the two. I'm gonna swap his arms back out because it's nice to have. This one is essentially permanently this Baxter Stockman version. There we go. Oops, twisted around too much. There we go. And then roll that head back so I can put this one. Let me see if I have that set. Let me put these back. These right here. Okay. Like, see if we can sit up just by doing that. That looks cool. Okay, wow, we sure do. And this is what I'm going to want to look at later. But I have found this. I have a couple of figures in here, including this Donnie, this Leo, this movie Leo, Super Shredder, and probably my favorite, Ice Cream Kitty. We gotta bring Ice Cream Kitty out here. Look at this. Meow. Which was, it sounded more like Gary, I guess, but. Oh, I forgot. This got dropped and busted. I have to fix that. Oh, man. Bummer. But, okay, you get the idea. We'll put this back. And this was where it was originally, man, it says a piece here, having this mutation chamber, and then it goes in there, comes out looking like this, essentially. Like, what? Were his wings supposed to be here? Well, we'll find out. And then there's all these other little, like, pieces in here, and they're not Mega BLOX, Mega CONSTRUX. They're probably mini mates. like this. And look at this TCRI mutagen capsule. So these are definitely probably mini mates because the mini mates thing was right next to it. This over here. Well, we'll look at our mini mates later, because that's a whole nother video. I'm like, oh, Raph's arm fell off. But these are not Mega Constructs. I have Fugitoid, I have Donnie. Oh man, and his bow staff looks super cool, but it got smashed in there. But alright, that'll be one of our next videos. Set those aside. Set that aside too. And let's look at Ice Cream Kitty. Look at that. Since made a special appearance here. Look how plasticky and soft he is. Like super soft plastic. Oh, I don't even remember him being open like that on the bottom. But made out of cat and Neapolitan ice cream. So awesome. It's clearly not a bad guy. But I came across him on accident. I was excited about that. And again, here's the difference between the two Baxter Stockman figures. And I have the hiccups for some reason. Put them right here. Both of them do turn at the waist. Set that right here. And we'll put Ice Cream Kitty right there. Man, that's a lot of figures already. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Okay, let's bring them out. Very cool. And here we are. Let's do this right here. This is, okay, you're gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong here, but this is the Foot Clan when it was still in Japan. Oop. The one that Hamato Yoshi was in, and Orokusaki. Let's stand him up. Let's see how he articulates. And looks awesome. Okay. Look at that. It looks awesome. You can move the head around and back and tilt it. You can move the arms all the way around and out. And this looks like the exact same foot soldier arm, but red. And then this like deep red wine color. Again, I don't like the way it just curves like that. The waist can move slightly like that. And we have the exact same articulation again as our other foot soldiers, foot bots. But this one is a human in there. We move the legs pretty well. Look at that. And this makes for great ability to pose. Doing that with the legs. Look at his bow. He does have an arrow that you can put right there, and this is a rubber piece, almost like a rubber band that you can just attach right here. And we get that. Where is it? Ugh. Bring it back. And here it is. I'm like, why do I have two? One has to go to like Leo or something. So, don't remember which one is his specifically. And this one's probably Leo's. But look at that. They're both the same thing, just different colors. Let me see if I can see Leo's right. Nope. But I would think perhaps it would match. Oh, it does. Check that out. This one matches this. And this one matches this. Same color. So this one will go to Leo. We set this aside. I'll bring this right here, and it does not fire it off. I guess you could make an attempt, but it's not going to work too well. And the way this is set up right here, we can actually put this like this to make it look even cooler. Look at that. So have him hold this like that. Bring his arm right here. And yeah, gonna have him kind of hold it like this. And it looks pretty awesome. Okay, great. Set this right over here. Okay, now Tiger Claw, Bebop, the 80s version. And then put Leo back over here. We're not looking at him yet. Mystic versions. Fish face. And this fish face looks amazing. But here we are. You want to know what that secret rare was? Well, that secret rare is this guy. And you're probably thinking, well, that's not that cool. And I'm gonna agree with you. Perhaps a secret rare would be somebody would really, really, really want and be looking for everywhere. And I don't think a generic purple dragon is something that we're gonna be really wanting to seek after. I get it, it's secret rare, so it's probably not hard to find. But make the hard to find dude like somebody we'd really want, like perhaps Tiger Claw, or even that Bebop. But anyway, here we go. And wasn't it the purple dragons that beat up the poor blind guy that had the restaurant? Because it's like, that was a low blow, cheap dudes. Okay, so, oh wow, look, the hair comes off. Put that right here. There we go, and the head turns, moves, and articulates pretty well. Like a little beard. Okay, the arms go up and around. You turn the wrist. He's got his purple dragon tattoo right there. Look at that. It's a little faded looking, but you know, still good enough. Look at his abs. They're drawn on. And there. Turns a little bit at the waist. I can appreciate that. And the legs do move pretty well. These are like, they look pretty similar to the Baxter Stockman legs when he had the black pants and the black shoes. How different is it? Let's bring him over here. Looks like it could even be the exact same. Pretty close, if not the same. And save money by doing that. And there we go. There's a purple dragon. He's got this wooden bat. Got right here in his hand. Clicks pretty well. And either way, a cool figure. There we go. Just to let the turtles know that purple dragons are there because they're such easy to beat guys. We'll put them right over here. Great. Let's look at Fish Face. Fish Face looks really awesome. This has got the Mouser base kind of deal going right here. Let's see how different it is. Let's bring our Mouser. Looks like it's the exact same legs, doesn't it? At least the legs part. It's back over there. And look at his huge, like, machete looking weapon right here. That looks awesome. I love how his water breathing apparatus connects right here. Look at this. I'm pretty sure we just had to shove that in there, but doesn't seem to be coming out right now. Which is fine, I guess. His head only turns right here. I love the way his head sculpt looks. Doesn't go up or down though, unfortunately. Or not very much more than that. this pops right back into the back. There's a little peg to go right here. Look at that. The tail does move like this, but not really sustainable to have it very far down. The legs come forward like this, otherwise like that. Moves definitely like the Mouser. And the waist, it does turn this much. So the arms, I do regret that we can't put them out. They can only turn like this. And he can't move the wrists either. So since he can't move his head or his wrists or his shoulders like around, that's a little bit of a bummer. But luckily can turn them a little bit. But there we go. That's about the full extent we can do here. And let's spread his legs like that so it looks like he's like getting in a really cool stance. There we go. Doesn't that look cool? Alright, so we'll put fish face right over here. And let's look at Tiger Claw. Let's see. Okay. Well, for Tiger Claw, I don't remember if he comes with a sword or not, but I'm pretty sure he does need it. We do have a couple of extra ones, so that looks awesome. He comes with this gun. That was pretty high tech, because I'm assuming it's supposed to be his tail that's kind of cut off, unfortunately for him. Look at his armor, that looks great. His head, he moves this much, this far, back and forth. Turns and pivots a little bit. There's his eye patch. It's a pretty outstanding figure. He's got these bigger feet connected to his legs. That'd be more like Slash and more like Slash we have here, and Leatherhead. Not exactly the same, but definitely. Well, they might be. Look at that. Might have just reused them. And then had them a different color. But actually, I didn't think they were going to be that close, but they are. And then just painted differently. Okay. We have these arms that we've seen already, except they're orange. And all in all, this is a pretty good attempt at Tiger Claw. I think could have done just a little bit better. But we can clip some weapons here on his waist. We can turn it right here slightly at the waist. We can, there we go. Look at that. There we go. And then Tiger Claw looks amazing. Let's see if I can get him to stand just a little bit better. There we go. Let's go over here. Put him right here next to the shredder. That looks amazing. Look at that. And last but not least, let's look at this Bebop. This Bebop, the 80s style one. He's got a vest, much like this purple dragon right here, except blue. I'm sorry, where am I getting blue from? Instead of black, red. The pen is blue. Okay, cool. We had this right here, so he has like these turtle shell little shoulder pads. I like the way his head sculpt is. Look, his hair is soft and just pop it there. So I guess we could put this on anybody, really. Could even put it on Shredder. But I like that it's interchangeable. Wow. Okay. Put Shredder back over here. Put it back on Bebop. There we go. Then turn here at the wrist. I like how he has this spike little I guess like this really rockin' bracelet right here. It's got this chain, and it's not quite the nunchucks, but it's like chain and bar, metal bar here. I'm digging these boots. They're supposed to look like high tops. The color scheme, everything, and you know what? This might also be another secret rare. honestly. This might be the one from Series 6. I'm like, which one is it? But anyway, looks great. I love the print right there for the skulls and the teeth right there or the skull and teeth on his neck. And all in all, this is a great figure. It does turn at the waist a little bit, and just that little bit more articulation able to do is just outstanding. Look how amazing that looks. So from this one, we do have Shredder, which this is from a set. I think this is from Shredder's Throne, which I need to find that one also. We have 80s Bebop. We have Tiger Claw, Fish Face, which we need Dog Pound. Here's Baxter Stockman, and well, we have all these foot soldiers here to go with them. And as far as the Krang are concerned, they're kind of their own thing over there. And then we have Ice Cream Kitty and Purple Dragon. Let's move this Shredder up over here. That looks awesome. Oh! Fell right over. Let's see if I can even stand better. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright. This was a lot of figures. How many are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count those. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This again, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Man, we looked at 29 minifigs. And this doesn't include the ones we've already seen. And doesn't include the ones we took a glimpse at. Plus the ones we're, obviously the ones we're gonna do. But holy moly, that's outstanding. Alright, let's move on to the figures we have left. We don't have tons left, as we have the Mystic, we have the Dimension X, we have April and Casey, we have Splinter, Chrome Dome, and that'll be it as far as for now, the blind bags. But we do have sets that we do need to open. We talked about that. Here's one I got at Ross. It was probably even more than $9 when it came out, but they were selling these things for incredibly cheap. Look at this. Oh man, this is gonna bum me out because I don't think we have that. We definitely do not have that, and this one is like impossible to find. Pretty sure we do have this. This is what we were looking at earlier. This we do have. I think we might even have it here. Yes, yes, perhaps, maybe not. Yes. And those we still need to build and open, so I'm really excited about that. And well, we may have already had one open, but this is where we got another one of our Krang bots, where we got this Raphael and this Triceraton. So we'll be looking to open those and build those really soon. But I figure the last of the bad guys, I almost forgot. We do have these two Chrome Dome minifigs. So let's take a look at these. And this would put us at 31 that we looked at on this, just these right here. Starting with the Mousers. Let's take a closer look. Going down close here. There we go. Okay. Look at this. Pop this off. And these are supposed to be these awesome ultra foot bots. These foot soldiers, and made to look like Shredder. And look outstanding. Look, they got these spikes over here as shoulder pads, kind of. Oh, this turn back this way. Or as armor to cover his shoulders. Get that, pop that further back in. His wrist is to turn it back out like this. We do not have elbow joints, can turn the arms all the way around and move them out pretty well. And we can turn the head and articulate that pretty well. We can turn the waist slightly. And then these legs, this looks like the same as the foot soldiers, but different colors with brown boots. That. Or maybe not. The pants aren't baggy on this one. So I guess that's the only difference. The legs do come up to about a 90-degree angle. You go back this far, you can bend the legs pretty well. Wow! Essentially 90-degree angle back. And then the ball joints right there on the hips. So that's awesome. And then right here, that is for the top of his like hat / helmet. And that looks sick. So put him right here. And let's say that that Bebop was Series 6, if I remember correctly. I believe this might be too. Maybe. We'll set them up like this. And same thing with this one. It's just the same one twice. Got his really cool looking silver metallic arms. Let's fix his katana. Let's move him like this. Oh, so it's easy to pop off actually. Pop that right back on by burp. Turn this like this. And there we go. That is a lot of minifigs since we looked at the turtles. And we still got more to do. There's Mikey, straight up cold, chilling on his own. Look at that. Cool. All right, let's move on to some more. This is incredible. Cool.